Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Mary and I give you guys an extra warm welcome. I would love it if you grabbed a snack, stayed for a while and click the subscribe button. I would love to have you. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you more than you know. So as you can tell by the title of the video, Charlotte Tilbury finally released the second quad for her holiday collection, the luxury palette of pearls. This is in the shade Cosmic Pearl. The first one that she released is Celestial Pearl. I already did a review on that. I'll link it down below. So if you would like to see what I think about this quad and if I prefer this one over the other one, then just go ahead and keep on watching. All right guys, so we are back with another review for another quad from Charlotte Tilbury's holiday 2021 releases, and this one is the second quad that we saw leaked I think it was like 2 months ago. So this one is definitely meant more for your medium to like darker skin tones. The Celestial Pearl, which was the first one that she released, honestly I don't understand why she didn't release both of them at the same time, but here we are. I don't think anyone that is darker than my skin tone can really wear it. Yeah, it's just the way that I feel. So here is a unicorn, is the same as the other one with the white and the rose gold stars. I do think it's cute. I will not be keeping it, but it's cute. And here is the eyeshadow palette. Again, the same as the last one with the rose gold stars and the little background that kind of reminds me of marble. I have not swatched this. I have opened it, but I haven't swatched it. Okay, and here she is. So as you can tell, the tones are definitely darker than the Celestial Pearl, and there is a matte shade, which is nice. So I am excited to dig into this one. I'm actually really excited to dig into this one. I think I'll be able to create a very beautiful look with this. Let me bring you in closer. We'll do swatches and then an eye look. All right, guys, here are the swatches. I swatched here to here, here to here. There they are. That matte shade is actually very dark and it definitely stained my finger. And the embossment is already coming out from this shade right here. It just has like the cute little stars. I don't mind, it's not a big deal for me personally. And just like all of her quads, she tells you how to use each shade, but I'm going to do my own thing because you guys already know that's how I roll. So let's get started with this eye look. Okay, I did prime my eyes. I used my MAC paint pot and I'm actually going to use this shade right here. And I think I'm going to try and use that as my transition shade. This is a Morphe and Ariel 811. Just picking it up well. It does have some shimmer, so if you don't like shimmer on your crease, you will not like this shade on your crease. So because this is a pretty fluffy brush, I don't think you can see the pigment as much right off the bat, but it will have to build it up. I'm also going to bring it on my lower lash line all the way. But it's a pretty color. Okay, there is that shade, and other than just a tiny bit of sheen, you can't really see it. It pretty much looks like the shade of my skin, but just with some sheen. It's okay though. It's still a pretty color and it's serving the purpose of it being my transition shade. Okay, now we're going in with a Morphe and Ariel A20 and we're digging in to this shade right here. And I'm going to use this on my crease and my outer corner. Going to keep it in the outer corner and only bring it like halfway into the crease. It's a beautiful color. And I am glad that you can see it on my lid, unlike some other quads. I am going to bring it down and I'll probably, yeah, let's bring it all the way in. Why not? If I need to diffuse it, I'll use that other shade. Okay, there it is, looking beautiful. Now we're going to dig in to the only matte shade in the palette, which, like I said, It's very pigmented. So I am going to tread softly. I'm using a Morphe and Ariel A29 and it's like a fluffy flat brush. I'm going to focus this on the outer corner because I want to deepen up that outer corner and just a tiny bit in my crease. Just that outer V of my lid. And I am going to bring it on the lower lash line, but I'm going to stop like right here. Okay, and this is what we have. So we were definitely able to deepen that up a tiny bit. Now we're going to go into the shade that's embossed, and I do feel like it has a shift from like pink to purple. We're going to use our fingers. So this shade definitely feels different than the one in the Celestial Pearl palette. So even though this one does have like a shift to it, the actual glitter particles are a tiny bit bigger on that other palette, on the Celestial Pearl. You're not going to have that same wet looking effect with this shade that you do in the Celestial Pearl, which is kind of a bummer, honestly. Yeah, like see how it looks pretty dark, and it doesn't even really look like it has any like glitter or sparkle in it at all, right? All right, guys, and eyes are nice and done. I have some thoughts on this quad. I did go into my Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Film Star Bronze and Glow, and I went in to the highlighter, which is the highlighter I used on my face as well. And I used that for the inner corner and the brow bone. I did use my NYX dark brown liner for the waterline and to tightline, and I used my Natasha Denona liner and did 2 small little wings. But yeah, here is the look up close. So let me go ahead and zoom you out and we can talk. All right, guys, you are nice and zoomed out. So I did create a pretty look with this quad, the Cosmic Pearl. I do feel it is a beautiful eyeshadow palette. I definitely do, especially because it has more dimension than the Celestial Pearl. You can definitely create 1, 2, maybe 3 looks, and they will look slightly different because you can add dimension versus the Celestial Pearl, which you have like no dimension. And if you try to create different eye looks, it pretty much just kind of ends up looking the same for that reason. So I do like that this palette has dimension. So this shade with the embossment, it is not the same formula as the shade in the Celestial Pearl that has the embossment in it. It has these micro shimmers and it kind of just makes your eyes pop. This shade right here is just like a shimmer shade that shifts to different colors. I don't see the micro sparkle in there, so it doesn't have that same pizzazz that the Celestial Pearl does. So in a way, I feel like the Cosmic Pearl palette got gypped because they don't have that same formula. It feels like unless you have both, it feels incomplete. At least for me personally, that's how I'm feeling, that I have both. If you are someone that's medium to tan or even deep and you were waiting for this palette because obviously, you know, it has more dimension and you can actually utilize it, you are just not going to get that sparkle, and it sucks. It truly does, because the Celestial Pearl, I feel like that's probably what makes it special, even though it's so bland in a way, because you can't really create any dimension at all. I don't feel like I would recommend this holiday palette. I don't. Just this one shade is a huge disappointment. Especially because you are going to be paying $56 for this eyeshadow palette, you know? If it's going to be a holiday palette where you're paying a little bit more because of, you know, the packaging and whatnot, it should have a special shade, especially since the other one does and this one doesn't. I'm just really disappointed that this shade is not the same formula as the other one in the Celeste Pearl palette. Yeah, so those are my thoughts. Those are my 2 cents. I don't know if everyone's going to agree, but that is just how I feel since I do own both of them. All right, guys. Well, that pretty much concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed my review and the eye look that I created. Even though that one shade was disappointing, I still had fun creating this eye look. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. You guys have no idea. I would love it if you gave this video a big ol' thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And you would definitely help me out in the algorithm of hopefully reaching some new and fresh eyes to my channel. And if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you joined my small YouTube family by clicking the subscribe button. I would love to have you. I am on the wonderful journey of reaching 1,000 subscribers before the end of 2021. And you can really help me out by clicking the subscribe button. The year is almost over, and it would honestly mean the world to me if I could reach 1,000 subscribers before the new year. If you can help me out, you have no idea how happy it would make me. All right, guys, I will see you on the next video. Bye.